Hello everybody and thank you for tuning into my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you guys a tutorial of how I set up my charts for the 2-minute strategy, which can also be used for the 5-minute, 15-minute, etc. Just want to give you guys a quick recap. In my channel, I mainly focus on binary trading with pocket option. I do live in the US, so IQ option is not available in my country. But pocket option is pretty much similar to IQ option in that sense. I also do a lot of testing with different indicators. So I will be updating you guys with those as well. If you guys are interested in seeing different ways of trading or just adding on to your methods of how you guys trade already, I will be looking into some things and seeing indicators that some other people use and putting it to the test on my demo account here. And just make sure you guys like and subscribe and hit the notification bar also so you know whenever I come out with a new video. As for that, let's get started. Okay, so when you guys first log into when you first log into Pocket Option, you're gonna see this default screen right here. So it's just gonna be a chart with the line graph and your calls and puts and the price, trade amount, and your purchase time, and etc. So the first thing you're going to do when you want to do the 2-minute strategy is come into this little indicator right here and hit on candles. And then after that, you want to hit 2-minute. And if you want to do 5-minute, you can hit 5-minute and 15 and so on. Right now, I'm just focusing on 2-minute. So you hit 2-minute, turns into candles, and these are all 2-minute candles, right? And then over here, you want to make sure it should be defaulted when you first log in for 1 minute. Make sure you default that to 2 minutes and you match it up with the candles. So 2 minutes expiration time, 2-minute candles. All right, and you adjust your price and so on. So then you got to add in the indicators, which will have a total of 4, 3 moving averages, and a MACD. So you want to hit 1, 2, and 3. 3 moving averages. So on the first one, you want to put the period 6 and make sure it's SMA for all three for all 3 moving averages. It's going to be SMA. Do not hit WMA, do not hit EMA, do not hit SMMA. It's all SMA. Style, make this one blue and make it thicker so you could actually see it. On the second indicator, this one will be a period of 14. SMA, this one yellow and make it thicker. And on the last one, this one will be a period of 50 SMA, and this one's going to be white. And then you're going to add in the MACD, so you come back up to here, the indicators, hit MACD. And what you can do with the MACD, you're going to leave it as default. Do not change the settings. Do not do any of that. Just keep it how it comes. Alright, so you got your charts all set up. You got the candles in 2 minutes. You got your expiration time in 2 minutes. You also got the 3 moving averages, and you got the MACD. Alright, so how do you know when to enter a trade? Well, I'm going to show you right now. Just basic information right here. This white moving average, when it is below the yellow and blue moving averages, you're more than likely going to be buying a put. Vice versa, if the white line is above, like this right here, if it's above the blue and the yellow line, it will be more likely a call, right? So that would just be used as some kind of confirmation for you for when you look at the charts. All right, so let's go down the list right here and see if I can find one for you guys that I could use. Let's check and see. I want to try and find you guys an example here, just so you guys can see my entry points. Okay, look at this one. This one right here, it crossed, but it's supposed to be a call. White line above, the 2 moving averages, MACD crossed at this point right here. The MACD is a little closer to the basing line. You do not want to take a trade with the MACD this close with the basing line. There's no smooth direction of where it's going to go next. As you can see, it's a red candle. If you could wait till this candle ends and see the following candle and see what direction that one goes into, and then you can see if you can enter the trade. So with this one, I kind of want to wait and see where this one moves, so I could give you guys some kind of example of how to enter these trades. We're using the 2-minute strategy. We got about 1 second. All right, there we go. So you see the following candle is red. MACD just lined up with the baseline. That's why I said you do not want to take this kind of trade when the baseline is that close to the MACD. There's no clear direction. It might just keep going sideways. It crossed, but then it became consolidation, right? And now it's threatening to move back down. So you do not want to take a trade that looks like that. You also don't want to take a trade that looks like this. You see how the white and moving average is cutting between the blue and the yellow. You don't want to even look at a trade like this. It doesn't matter if these two are about to cross. It doesn't matter if the MACD cross when the white line is like that cutting through, or even that close to the two moving averages. You just want to dodge that kind of trade. All right, here's another one. Right, this one needs to be a call. It crossed the MACD at this candle right here. The strong green moved to the uptrend. It crossed. Then it became the base out with the basing line. So you want to wait for this candle to close out and see if this blue line is going to move up and cross the yellow line on the following candle. So you got about 45 seconds left. You can wait on this one and see how it comes out. Okay, so we got about 10 seconds left on this candle. Now, if I did want to enter this, if it gave me a clear path of where it was going and the MACD moved up even more, you want to take it when this countdown right here hits a solid 2 number, right? So it's at 4, so you will want to take it at this moment, but that's only if this shows a clear direction where it goes, right? So if this is, say, this cross, the MACD's cross, and this, excuse me, and this is already turning green, you could take it, right? Remember, 2 minutes. Every 2 minutes, take a trade, right? So 4, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, right? Those are the kinds of numbers that this needs to be at in order for you to take a trade. Ignore the purchase time. Ignore this one. That's just expiration time. Ignore this countdown right here. That's also the expiration time. You don't go based off of this one. You don't go based off of this one on whether to enter a trade. You go based off of the regular time right here, which is 23:04 GMT. That is when you could take a trade. Now for me, I'm not going to take this one yet because it's just too late. It's going to turn into 5 minutes right here. We're not doing 5-minute trades. If you were doing a 5-minute trade, you could take it right here and enter, and boom. You want to wait for the next minute, 6. So let's just wait till this candle right here closes out, and following the following candle, we will be able to get in on that trade once this right here, it's 23:06 GMT. Okay, so we got about, let's see, 5 seconds left, and we'll see what happens with these next few candles. You see we just had a downtrend, and now we have an uptrend. So if you want to take it, you could. I will go ahead and enter the trade at this moment right here. Oh, I guess I didn't hit it. Hold on. All right, just for trading purposes, I will just enter the trade. Whether I lose it or win it doesn't really matter. I just want to show you guys an entry. Right, so when I entered when the blue line crossed the basing line of the yellow line. The MACD crossed before. I just was waiting for this confirmation at this point right here. The cross of the blue line and the yellow line. The MACD has a pretty good cushion of where it was going. It stayed up on, even though these two are red candles, it was a green move to the upside. Also, my 2 minutes, I entered at 23, or actually, right here, I entered at 23:06 and 11 seconds, right? My exit time is at 23 and 8 minutes flat. That is exactly 2 minutes, right? 2, 4, 6, 8, easy math right there. You do not pay attention. Again, can't stress this enough. A lot of people do this. They always look at the purchase time right here, and they always look at this M2 little number right here as their entry points. That is not. This is just your expiration time. This matches up with this. These candles are 2 minutes. They all match up, right? You look at this number right here. Can't stress this enough. 23:07 GMT, you do not enter. 23:08 GMT, you could enter. Just depends if you got all these confirmations going on for you. And again, the white line above it means a call. We'll see. We got about 30 seconds left on this candle. We will see what happens. I have to tell you guys one thing. It is a very volatile market right now going on in the binary tradings, and actually even probably in the stock market as well. I just focus on binary trades. is very volatile because of the election going on. It's making everything go kind of crazy. So a lot of these trades will be out of the money, unfortunately, due to the fact that, you know, the election's going on. So I unfortunately did lose that trade. But that is just the basics of how to enter and exit your positions. So again, I entered at 23:06 and my exit time was at 23:08, exactly 2 minutes. I thought I had a pretty good confirmation on that one. You will not win them all, but you will win some. Let's see if we can find a different one here. Let's see. I just want to do one more for you guys. Here we go. This should be a put. I want to see if I can do a put for you guys. All right. Again, the MACD looks like it's about to cross. White line is below it. That means a put. So you want to wait for this confirmation right here. The blue line needs to cross the yellow line nice and solid to the downside. MACD looks like after this candle expires, got 20 seconds left. The MACD looks like it's about to cross down as well. So that was confirmation. So then you have to wait for this last confirmation right here, which is the blue line crossing the yellow line. And we'll see what happens after these last 10 seconds. Alright, so we got a little bit closer here, but you do not want to enter yet. You can see the MACD just crossed. So you're still waiting for this blue line to cross the yellow. You have to stay patient. It's not going to be fast. And at any moment, this could go green, and this blue line will bump back up, and then the trade will probably be dead by then. The blue line's about to cross. MACD is definitely crossing down, so it is a good time to take a call. I mean, a put, sorry. So I entered my trade right there. Again, I entered at 23:12 GMT. Exactly 2 minutes. So my entry time was at 23:12. My exit time is at 23:14, exactly 2. And I did raise my betting to 150. I lost a couple trades, so I do want to see if I can make my shorten my losses and get my profits back. But you know, this is just a demo account. Doesn't really matter. You could top up whenever you want. Put another 1,000. You can put another 500 if you wanted to. Doesn't really matter. So we will see if I win this trade. I'm hoping I will. Looks like I possibly might. Again, a minute and about 20 seconds left, so we will see what happens here. Get to the finish line here. There we go. Alright, so I timed out and I have earned $270 on that trade. You can see it right here and closed, right here. I got in again at 23:12. My exit time was at 23:14 exactly. Okay, sorry about that, guys. My audio kind of got a little laggy there, but I just want to make a recap of that trade I made a while back. So my profit was $270. I invested $150, and I chose it going to the downside. I entered my trade at 23:12, and my exit time was at 23:14, so exactly 2 minutes. And I want to show you on the chart where that exactly was. So 23:12 was about at this point right here, right? So when we clicked on this and we looked at it, we had the MACD about to cross on this candle right here. So then we just had to wait for confirmation of this blue line to cross strongly down to the downside. We had the white line below them, so obviously that was a put. So we did have, we had that strong move in this following candle to the downside, right? And so I took it on this candle right here, 23:12. I took it as a call, as a put. And I entered around this part right here, right when it opened, so I could get that good jump ahead, so I could have a good time to stay in profits at this point. So that's what you want to do. You want to wait for that confirmation to crack that yellow line. You want this blue line to crack it, and you want it to have a strong move to the downside, followed by a nice red candle, and you enter on this candle right here. And one more piece of information I want to show you guys here has to do with the white SMA line. Some people get confused, like at this one. This is a perfect example. So when the white SMA line is below, it means it's supposed to be a put, correct? Well, not in this case. In this case, you can see that the MACD is not crossing down. You see that the blue line is also not crossing down, meaning it's in the uptrend, even though the white line is below it. So just because the white line is below does not mean that it has to go down, right? It's just another confirmation signal that it more likely might be a put sooner or later. So when it starts to curve down, you know that's going to be a put. Vice versa, if it was a call. If this white line was above it and this was continuing to go down, you knew that at some point it would have to reverse and go back up, and it'll become a call. But you have to wait until those confirmations start, until those downtrends look like it's happening. So you have to wait until this blue line starts to go down. So it could take, I don't know, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 20 minutes. It doesn't matter. You just have to wait till this blue line comes down, and you have to wait till the MACD also crosses down past this red baseline. Just because the white line is below it does not mean at this point, like right now, I'm going to make a put. No. And if it was above, just because it was above and this was going down, does not mean, oh, I'm going to buy a call because the white line's above it. No, that's not how it works. You got to have all three of these cooperating with confirmation. Again, blue line either crossing up for a call, or blue line crossing down for a put. Along with the MACD doing this, pretty much the MACD does the same thing the blue line does. It just does it either earlier or after. You just need both to have clear direction going down or up. And this white line does a guidance. If it's above and it's going up, call. If it's below and it's going down, put. I just want to give you guys that little bit of information right there. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It's a very volatile market right now due to the election, so I just want you guys to be careful out there. Invest a little bit amount, 1 to 2% is good enough. Just want to stay in that green zone. Make sure you guys make some sort of money instead of losing it all. But anyway, I hope you guys liked that video. Please like and subscribe. Hit the notification bell at the bottom as well to let you know when I come up with the next video.